Hello and welcome. We are in the old town of Altrincham, Greater Manchester, to investigate this historic building, the Old Market Tavern. This is Ghost Dimension Flying Solo.
Coming up on Ghost Dimension.
That was a man's voice.
Jesus crikey.
Yeah, now it's changed.
What was that? Whoa, okay. Who did that?
Ghost Dimension.
This Grade 2 listed building dates back to 1690 and has served many purposes over the years, as a coach house, a town hall, a bank, and even a courthouse. Local justice was meted out here, and whilst these stocks are not original, they represent one form of punishment the wrongdoers could expect to receive. With reports of pots and glasses being smashed and disembodied ghostly voices seemingly in conversation and echoing footsteps in areas no longer in use. Does all of this activity belong to one spirit or too many? And why are they still here? Perhaps they were found guilty of a crime they did not commit and so cannot rest. Who or what still haunts here? Paul, I'm looking forward to tonight. I can't wait to get there. We're on our way to Altrincham, to the Old Market Tavern. Now this place has been many things throughout the years, and the hauntings that the people are reporting here are crazy. They're immense, especially with the stocks outside where old fruit and veg was thrown at people to humiliate them. You know, maybe some of those people are coming back to the Old Market Tavern. How are you feeling about it, Paul?
This one I am really excited about. It's more or less on the doorstep. I used to live in Altrincham. I've heard a lot of stories about this place. It's been on my radar for quite a few years, but I've never got around to investigate it. But with everything that's been reported, still things happening today and being reported, I think we're going to have one of the best nights. I think, you know, if we don't get something out of this, I'd be really surprised.
Yeah, I am looking forward to it as well, Paul, because I think that this is going to be a special location tonight, and when we meet the people and see what they've got to report there, I'm sure they're going to tell us some amazing things, and we'll be able to investigate this building and see if any of that stuff happens to us that they're reporting. So remember, everything you see and you hear on Ghost Dimension is real, and it's exactly what happens to us. So join us on the investigation tonight, and it's going to be fantastic. Karen Stevens runs the Old Market Tavern, and I wanted to hear what she may have witnessed paranormally happening here. Karen, welcome to Ghost Dimension Flying Solo.
Thank you very much.
The Old Market Tavern in Altrincham, believed to be one of the most active pubs in the whole
Apparently so,
Northwest.
yeah, apparently so.
How long have you worked here for?
About a year.
About a year?
Yeah. But I worked in the pub across the road for about 20 years ago for quite a while. So I'm aware of the rumours, gossip, whatever you'd like to call it, or actual activity. I don't know. There's a couple of things that happened to me over the road there, and one thing here.
Right,
so,
okay. What happened to you?
I was upstairs in the office.
Yep.
And I was with a colleague, and the light went out. So we went to put our phone lights on, and they both went onto strobe.
So the phones went onto strobe?
The phones went onto strobe at precisely the same time, and I don't actually think that my phone had a strobe on it, and Nicola's phone was the same as mine. So
what type of phones were they?
They're just iPhones. So I don't know.
They don't have strobe?
I don't think they do. No, I really don't think they do. No. So definitely.
Now,
that was.
This building's also been many things as well as a public house.
Yeah.
What's it been?
It's been a hotel. It was a town hall. I think the rumour, and I don't know how much of it is, there was a police station was across the road, and there was a series of tunnels to bring the prisoners across to here, and then I don't know what they did with the stocks, or even probably, potentially hanging, I don't know, I've no idea. But I mean, we are doing some research to find out what actually does happen, and the people come in, and there's a group in Altrincham called the Court Leet that they had a lot to do with this building as a town hall, so they know quite a little bit about it. And there's somebody within that has got the bell from the bell tower, which we'd love to get back at some point. But it is,
so good,
interesting.
So where would you say the most active parts of this building are?
I find upstairs more intimidating than downstairs. I don't find the cellar
too bad,
spooky at all. I don't find it spooky, but I'm guessing from the putting all the stories together that is the one of the most active places. Apparently this bench here where we're stood, that's supposed to be haunted by the spirit of a grumpy old man, but I don't know whether it is or it isn't. There's plenty of grumpy old men sitting there.
They come in. And has anything happened here?
This area where we're stood is where most glasses go flying.
Yeah.
There's always
moving on.
There's always glasses getting spilt from here. So whether that's activity or
we'll find out.
Which spirit, I don't know.
Shall we head upstairs then and see?
Sure.
Yeah. Come on then.
Yeah.
Sounds fine.
That's weird. So just to explain what's happening, we're filming and the sound keeps dropping randomly. We can't see why. That's weird. So Karen, this is upstairs.
Top floor.
Top floor upstairs.
So third floor of the building.
We believed it might have been the hotel.
Believe so, yeah. Yeah, I think it probably was.
I think people have stayed in here, but it does feel different when you come up here, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm getting little chills as we're walking through, actually.
On this day as well, you know, it's like 30 degrees.
It is, you know? And I feel a little bit chilled up here.
Yeah.
So there's definitely something not quite.
Would you stay up here on your own?
No,
Are you brave enough
never,
now? You'd never?
No. Okay. I wouldn't even stay in the building overnight,
Wouldn't you?
No.
It's because it's that freaky to you?
The building is enormous.
Yeah.
And there's so many nooks and crannies and things that I really don't think I'd feel safe.
You wouldn't feel safe?
No, not really.
Well, I hope we're safe tonight.
I hope we are.
Excellent. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to get ready and we'll start our investigation.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Let me know what you find.
We will. Before we started the investigation, I met with local medium Andy Earlham to hear what he had to say could be haunting here. He was instantly drawn to the cellars. Andy, welcome to Ghost Dimension Flying Solo.
Pleasure, thank you.
You're a psychic medium?
Yes.
Spiritualist medium? Spiritualist medium. So you can sense and pick up energies that are here or have been here?
Yeah.
Are you sensing anything here?
I'm picking up on a portal between that step and actually in the bottom step, that there is a change in energies within this proximity. I'm not picking up on a specific energy yet. I just know that there's something different between there and there. So I'm not picking up a person.
Yeah.
I just know that there is this.
So it could be a portal, like a gateway.
A gateway.
Yeah,
it's like getting in a lift.
Yeah.
You walk in, you go to the next wherever it takes you, and this is how spirit can move. We all presume that they just float around through. Well, they just step in a lift and it takes them.
So the spirits that come here, they could be coming through this portal, visiting, and then leaving and going somewhere else in the world. It doesn't matter.
Completely different. Yeah.
And what could this portal invite both, as well as positive, nice people, nice spirits? Could it invite nasty ones as well?
I assume, yeah. It's not. I'm not saying that there's no such thing as negatives, because I believe that there are.
That's good.
I've been in places where things have happened that aren't pleasant.
Yeah.
But the majority is
Nice.
Just nice spirits. I mean, obviously, there's certain people that love life so much that when they die, they have that negative, because they don't want to be on the spirit side, they want to be on the physical side, so they have a tendency to try and remain.
I see.
And the negative feel that you might get from them is just their anger, shall we say, at passing over. They don't want to pass over, they don't want to evolve on the other side, they want to remain with the living, because that's what they know. They don't like the new, the change.
They don't like people. They don't like change.
Life is, shall we say, it's like a block of ice. It melts to water and then it becomes steam. It's a transition. It is constant. We are constant. The physical will go. But our spiritual stays. It remains. So, you know, within those boundaries of steam disappears, but it's still there. We are just the same. So we are still here. You don't have to think of, oh, well, there's a place upstairs. You know, heaven, God, whatever you want to call it. You're still here within the ether.
Still the same people, but still just
and that's how, you know, when you open yourself up, because everyone can work in a level of mediumship. It's just opening your mind up to that consciousness and feeling that vibration.
So I suppose when we are paranormally investigating, we are opening our minds to the spirits to interact with us. And this is probably why when people are not investigating, they say, well, nothing ever happens to me. It's because you're not opening yourself up and inviting them in and sharing their energy.
It's like when you have them shackles go up on the back of their head. That's just spirit coming around you. Everyone goes, oh, someone's just walked across my grave. Well, no. There's spirit around and about. That's their way of letting you know that they're around and about. But if you don't accept that, someone's walked across the grave and you carry on. So you're not preparing your mind for the information that they give you.
Are you drawn to anywhere else in this basement?
At the moment, I want to go that way.
You want to go that way?
I want to go that way. I don't know what's that way, but I want to go that way if that is possible.
Let's do it.
If that's okay, I'm happy to do that.
Let's go.
I want to say there's at least two energies that way, because I'm drawn that way and I do feel like there are at least two energies there.
Okay, let's go.
Now hopefully I'll get names and bits, and hopefully.
Andy.
I know Jane's just said that she's not cool in here, she should be stood over this side with us, because I'm aware of there's a male energy with us, because I can feel the chill, and that's how spirit work with me. I feel that coldness as they come around. It's colder. So if they was to come over here, they would feel cold. It's a warm spot there. Spirit are here. Just, I don't know if you've got any thermal detectors, but you should feel that this side is now a lot cooler. And as we talk about spirit, they're very nosy. They like to know what you're doing. So when they're around and about and you're talking about them, it's, oh, they're talking about us, what's going on? But I know that there is a gentleman to the rear of me.
What's he doing? Who is he?
I don't know yet. I'm just mentally I'm asking for him to bring his energies forward so I can pick up on him. I know in his stature he would be of a similar height to myself, certainly not as big a build as myself, and I would put his age slightly older than myself. But not over the age of 60, as I feel his impressions on me at the moment. I don't feel that this person would have worked within these premises.
Well, could he be a prisoner potentially?
I'll go with it. I'll go with it at the moment. That's because he's certainly not a landlord. He's certainly not someone that would have worked within the confines of this building as a public house. I don't feel that at all. So I have to take him back in. I feel quite grubby with the gentleman.
Okay.
And I don't want to be disrespectful to him because, you know, even though he's in spirit, we have to show respect.
Yeah, of course.
At all times. but I do feel like grubbiness and neglect about his own personal being.
So this was a person that wasn't looking after himself. He didn't care about his physical well-being.
Yeah.
He was just, I mean, without being disrespectful, like on a low...
Yeah. Someone of poor stature.
Yeah.
That's the feeling that I've got with him. I'm not being given a name, which is unfortunate, because obviously if we can get good names can be researched, but I'm not getting a name at this moment in time.
Do you think he may follow us throughout our investigation tonight?
Oh, there's great probability.
Andy had expressed what he felt in the basement, and that something sinister may be lurking here. Will this soul join the investigation tonight? Well, the Old Market Tavern. There's so much history here, and it looks to me, after we've done this walk around, this is going to be one of the most active places we've ever investigated. And what a trick of the eye from when you're outside, you look in. This building's huge. It's like a labyrinth of, it's like a rat run of different areas to go to.
Yeah, it's a TARDIS, isn't it? I mean, as soon as you walk in, you don't expect it to be as big on the inside as it is. But I'm really excited about this because I've heard a lot of stories about this place, especially the paranormal stuff, obviously. I wanted to come here for a long time, but I mean, there's such a feeling of layers through this building, because obviously you've got the cellar, you've got the pub that's open, and you've got the upper floors.
Yeah.
And each time you go in somewhere, it's a different feel. I think if this is one of those places, if it isn't, it should be, because it looks the part.
Well, I think you're right, Paul, and I think with this being so big, tonight I'm going to ask Jane to investigate areas on her own and see if she can actually sense something from, instead of just being behind the camera, to Jane actually being in front of the camera and see what she can sense.
Yeah, so I think, again, I mean, giving it a female twist, there may be something here that won't interact with us.
And maybe it'll interact with Jane.
Exactly.
Well, I think it's about time we got this investigation started.
I'm ready when you are.
Paul, let's do it.
Let's go.
Right, so I'm on my way up to the 3rd floor. Man, this place is one creepy building. This is just, it feels awkward, you know? And you get that feeling of dread. Let's get to this 3rd floor. And this place has been a courthouse, it's been a bank, it's been a town hall, and I've just found out that in the cellars they used to keep some of the inmates before they used to be able to take them to flogging. I'm just going to try and find my way around this place. It's the 3rd floor. It's still nice and light, which I don't mind. I don't mind that at all. Wow, okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start in this room, which appears to just be a room that's been used for band practice, but it also looks like it was a hotel room. Now what I've got the REM pod, which if anything goes near that, it'll detect an electromagnetic energy, and then once it goes near it, as you'll hear, it'll go off and the lights will light. I've also got a K2 meter. If anything comes near this will also go off, and it'll indicate to me that a spirit is nearby.
Hi guys, I'm in the office where the 2 ladies had the strobe light effect. There's an eerie feeling in here. Got a very heavy head being in here. Is there anybody there? Oh, I can hear creaking noises. If you're here with me, can you come forward? Oh, Jesus crikey. Oh my God.
I am in one of the very, very many cellars of the Old Market Tavern in Altrincham. There's a lot of little offshoot cellars here, and I've just come into this one. not a great deal of room to move. I've set up 2 REMs. There's one over there if you can see it, and one at the door there. And we're just going to do a little bit of calling out and see if anything comes out. I'll just show you around. Lots and lots of boxes all over the place. That was me, I touched the aerial. Lots of stuff all over the place, boxes and things. So, not a great deal of room to move, certainly nowhere to run if the poo hits the fan.
So, if anybody's here with me now, come forward, come and use my energy. I heard that already and I don't know what that was. I'm just checking the KT meter to see if it's detecting anything. Okay. Can you come into this room, make a noise for me, please? Use all of my energy. Make a knock or a bang if you're here with me. I can hear a fly which is in the room. Is anybody in here? Hello? Sure, there was something out there then, like something was walking. Let's change hands. Is that going off? No. Come forward to this device in my hand. If you walk towards it, the lights on this device will go off. Come on, come towards it. Come and speak to me. Come and use my auric energy and communicate with me. Hello? Can you copy this noise if you're here? Is there any children in here? Ring-a-ring-a roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue. They all fall down. Can you make a noise for me? Give me an indication of your presence. Speak to me. Hello? See anything down there? That was a tap or something then. Hello? Can you do it again for me, please, if you're here?
Did you hear that? Hello? I don't even know where that noise came from. I can hear doors. Can you knock on something if you're here with me? Oh my God. That was just a knock. Wow. This room is just full of activity. Can you knock on the filing cabinet? Can you move something? Wow. There's nobody else here. There's only me. There's only me in this room.
In the other room here, I've got a device called a REM pod. If you walk towards it, it will set off. Or you can throw one of these objects on the side at me. There's plenty to go at. Throw something at me. I don't know what I heard before. There was taps and taps, but I don't know what it was. I heard a voice. I'm going to whistle back at me. something here. I'm just going to stand in here. Feels a bit more lighter, this room. This is like a guitar room. Still bits and pieces knocking about, as you can see. Come on. Alright, we would have got that. That was on this wall. Do that again for me. Go on, tap on this wall again. Go on, tap on it. Go on. That was definitely. That's me picking that up, but I heard something else and I was picking up the K2, and as I went to pick it up, that was big. That was really big.
If there's anybody here, can you just let me know if you can see the little boxes on the floor? And there's one on the floor and there's one on a box over there with a red light, and the other one's got a blue light. They both got silver sticks coming out of them. If you can touch those silver sticks, you may make them light up and make a noise. Could you do that for me? Or just let me know you're here. I'm not here to do anything other than talk to you. I don't mean to distress you or disrespect you. But if you worked in this pub, if you were a patron in this pub, a customer, could you just make a noise?
Come on, show yourself now. These taps are amazing, but I'd love to hear something audibly or physically see something. Come on. Do you want me to stand near the wall? Is that what you're trying to do? Get me away? That's not me, is it? Just gonna walk again. No, that was it. What the hell was that? That was the biggest bang I've ever heard, ever near me. This meter's still not lighting, but that was a big bang. Come on, do that again. Do it again. Tap again like that. That was amazing. There's nobody out here. I'm just gonna go through it again. Smells awkward. Alright, I'm here now. If you're here, come into this room. Come forward. If that was you making those bangs, do something to me in here.
I'll just show you outside this room. There's only me here. There's nobody else here. Can you see? There's so many noises and so many knocks and bangs. Two ladies that was here. Hello? There's somebody knocking again. Hello? Did you hear that? Did you hear that noise? Wow.
Come forward. Do you know when you get that feeling that... Right, okay. That was somebody throwing something. Come on. Who was that? Come on. The hell was that? That was a man's voice. That was a man's voice. What the frickin' hell's happening? Are you here with me? Ah. There's a like a ruler on the floor. I'm wondering if that was the thing that maybe had been thrown. This is good that it's the daylight as well and stuff's happening. You know, you can't ask for activity like this. I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing dangerous in here that could be thrown at me. When I'm speaking, there's bangs. There was a bang then, so I heard that. Do it again as I'm speaking. You do something for me. Come on. Do something that's going to scare the living daylights out of me. Come on.
So I'm in another part of the Old Market Tavern. And this is what was known as the glory hole. Make that of it what you will. Essentially, at one point, it was a functioning bar. You can see that the bar is still there. I think that probably was the door that you came in through. It's still pretty set up. There's plenty of kegs down here. I don't think they're full. So again, a couple of rems out. I've got the ovilus, which I'll put on in a few minutes, and it goes back quite a bit, so I shall be extending my investigation into there in just a few minutes. But I'm just want to try in here first and see if there's anything going on. Is there anybody here? The other thing I'm going to try as well is an EVP session. You see, to me, these are the kind of places where people who are just sat having conversations as they do. But for me, this is a good location where you may get some residual EVP. You might get a conversation picked up on a recorder.
Just going to check the K2. Come on, you've got all of these floors you can bang, you can tap on. Are you not brave enough to come towards me? Show me you're here. I heard something outside, but I heard like footsteps coming from the back here. Just watching my footing. That's a toilet, but over here. Can you do something big for me? I want to see it this time. I don't want to just hear it. Do it for me so I can see you. Walk onto my camera. You know, this place is giving me the creeps because the stories that the people tell you about here, I don't like that bit over there, by the way. The stories that you hear from haunted places, stuff like that, you don't always believe them until it actually happens to you. I've been told downstairs, which I'm going to investigate, that people were there. Do you know what? Before I tell you about that, there was actually somebody who died up here and was found dead up here. Sorry. There was a weird breeze that just came down here towards me, followed by tapping over there. I'm sure we would have picked that up. I'm just checking the camera, see if there's anything being picked up on the infrared. It was a man that died up here and was found dead, and he was a jolly chap apparently. Maybe he comes back. So far up here, I don't feel that it's negative that was up here. I think there's children up here and the man. I'm stopping talking because I can hear stuff, and it's going to be too low to pick up, but I can physically hear stuff. There's stuff happening, like outside. Whoa, okay. Who did that? That was at the door. That was a weird noise, and then there was something at the door like a ding ding.
There's banging. Hello? If that's you banging, can you copy me again but louder? The ladies in this room had like strobe effect. The foam went all strobe effect on them. If that was you that affected the two ladies that was in this room, can you come and touch me on the shoulder?
I need you to do something that I can see or hear. A very faint click over there. Direct. Are you directing me down here? Is there somebody here? Just got a chill shiver up my spine. And again. Oh, now I've got the yeah, now it's changed. Now it's different. Everything's tingling now. My legs, my back, my shoulders, my head.
I think I'm just getting braver, but I used to be super scared of this. Now I just want it even more. I want to know who I'm speaking to, who is communicating with me. Can you show yourself on my camera? Please come forward. Let the world see you. Let everybody who's watching Ghost Dimension see what you look like. Same thing with spirits. The spirits always never show themselves clear as day, full-bodied apparitions. They only ever show themselves as hazes or mists. That's all I've experienced so far, and I can't wait to see what else lies in store for us tonight here in this investigation. This is going to be fun. Whoa. Footsteps outside the door. Footsteps. Still nobody there. If you're here, there's a cabinet over there. Close this cabinet. Come on. Push the door on the cabinet. Please make it close. Have that closed. I'll be one happy chappy. Can you come forward and communicate with me?
Is there somebody here now? Are you sat? Let's set something else. Hole. W-H-O-L-E. Hole. Hole what? Can you see that box there? Just here. Can you touch that metal rod for me? All it's going to do is light up and make a noise. It'll just let me know that you're there. It feels like there is somebody here in this area now. Could you please just do that and let me know? Killed. Not sure if that's going to show up, but that says killed.
Thank you for doing it before. I just want another audible sound. Something big. And I'll leave you to not be pestered, not be mired by me. If you just want peace, I'll leave you. I'm slowly moving. What's a tap on this table? Okay, copy me then. Copy that noise. Thank you. No way, that's amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. I heard that. Can you give me 2 taps if you're here and you want to leave? Can you do it again? Do it again for me. Do that again. No way, that was rattling. I don't think we would have picked that up, that's clear. Thank you. One thing's for certain, this is nearly 400 years old or something, and it's not disappointing. In fact, it's amazing. I'm going to stand perfectly still in this room. 5, 4, see if you can do it on command. 3, 2, 1. That was outside. Now I can't tell what's moved and what hasn't moved because all over the floor is bits and pieces, so I can't tell what's happening here. Is if something's moving. Excuse me. I can't tell if something's moving or what because it's full of bits and pieces on the floor. I think I'm going to go and check some more of this building out. This is going to be fantastic. I can't wait to check even more, so I'm going to do that now. Okay.